Hey, Baby Joe.
We're gonna make some me's, buddy. And I'm gonna go to twitch.tv/amiiboalec because, hey, when you gotta get an average of 3 viewers, one free viewer certainly helps. 3 viewers?
Hold up, you're not live.
Well, I am on my end.
Okay, now you're live. I think. Yeah.
Me channel.
Okay, now it's working.
If it said no signal, that's just the capture card. If it can't detect what's coming in on the HDMI, that's what it says. Okay, new me. Select the gender. I choose a lookalike. Uh, what's the funny one? What's a funny one? Yes, you. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I've never done choose a lookalike before. So let's go.
Memes. Daily poll. Which campaign is your favorite in Mega Man X4?
Bald. I'm gonna move his eyebrows all the way up here. And then yeah, perfect. And then they're gonna be really far apart. Two dot eyebrows. Disconnected dots. What if I just tried to make his face as empty as possible? What's the emptiest you can make a bee face?
What's the emptiest, most hollowed face you can create?
I'm gonna just make a flat line with the eyes and the mouth. Yes.
Ooh.
We're gonna give him a beard, but it's gonna be really small. That just looks like a pig nose.
G-Man fucking dies. They just throw a fucking cone on his head and shoot him.
This just looks like a pig nose. You know what? That looks pretty perfect to me. Almost. Pig nose. Pig? What are pigs? They're kind of short and they're kind of fat, so we're gonna make him kind of short and pretty fat. Pigs, what are they? Pink. Pig nose. Okay. Favorite. Birthday. 2.
Today is 2/27.
What? It's not 2/27, it's 3/27.
Today is March. Oh, 3/27.
Well, there's a funny bee. Let's make one more before we start. We got time. Let's do email. Start from scratch. Frickin' egg. Egg head. This me is gonna have all her features like at the highest on the face you can have them. You're just gonna There's just gonna be a void at the bottom.
No thoughts, head empty.
That nose just covers up the mouth entirely. I love it. Let's put glasses at the bottom of the face. Sunglasses at the bottom. Chin glasses, it's what's in fashion. Perfect. Perfect. Chin glasse. Chin glasse. Birthday. 4/18. Favorite color? Purple. Make big chungu me, bitch. No more time. We only had time to make 2 of them. Hey, Aaron. Okay, so, we have 2 new me's. Which one should be the profile picture now? Also, I need to go back to the Wii U menu to, play Galaxy. Okay. Switching my title to Sup Ma Gal. That's what it'll be. That's the title. Sup Ma Gal! And now I should press record, now that the memes are done. And it's definitely not... I definitely wasn't recording because I didn't just forget to press... Oh, I would never do that. Okay, we gotta change this. Monkey cannot stand.
Let's see, pig nose or
Pig nose or
whatever.
Shinglasse.
Chinglass.
I think Shinglasse.
Chinglass. Chinglass.
She's beautiful.
It's beautiful. The planet is so beautiful.
Beautiful. Play this file. Okay.
Pig nose.
Pig nose. Aaron votes pig nose, but he voted too late.
Too late.
But even still, he would have been outvoted because you and I both said Shinglasse. Okay, Let's go. More beach
Well, the real spring.
I found that if I actually roll my chair further away from my desk, the Wii bar does a better job of tracking the Wii remote. So I have moved my microphone to the other side of my desk, and I have pushed my chair as far back as I can go without running over any cords. Which unfortunately isn't very far. This is a really short mode.
Who's there? It's Charles.
Is Blombert show up? Blombert Torrance?
It's that Sup Ma Gal.
We made funny me's before you came here.
See.
Sup Ma Gal! Nice job on the test. Are you even one of my students? Nope. Oh, I am.
Oh, is this stream gonna be like not for mature audiences, or are we just gonna like, keep it normal?
I'm gonna. No, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping that stream tag.
Sup Ma Gal.
How do I turn off the speaker in this one? It's always...
Secret undersea cabin. Oh, fuck. Stone Cyclone.
Look at all those womps. Oh, those aren't womps. Those are like... Those are the blocks. Those are,
You know,
they
I
have names.
kinda hate that setting my stream to for mature audiences has made, like, my view count double. Kinda hate that.
How many viewers do you even have?
When we were not even 10 minutes into the stream just making random me's, I've already gotten 5 viewers. Or I had already gotten 5 viewers. I kinda hate...
break that wall with the shell?
Yeah.
Why is the shell so powerful?
Well,
That's crazy.
You know how powerful those things are? Like,
You probably should.
Like, how do you, like, think about it. How hard would the blue shell have to hit to cause it to go ow?
Oh no, that could kill a man. But I'm saying just that was just a green shell. He just kicked it.
Exactly. And even a green shell can spin out a go-kart. Well,
I forgot those things have names. Something blocks. Block.
Toxbox.
Toxbox?
Toxbox. Okay.
Like, because they have faces, right?
It's the same ones that were in Shifting Sandland in Mario 64.
No, I've seen them. I'm just like...
Yeah, but they had a different design, so you might not have known that was the same thing. Okay, almost... I don't know why I'm going for the speedrun strats here, but...
I think they're called Grumble Bomb.
No, they are called Toxboxes. Girls, I know my Mario facts. I follow Super Mario Facts on Twitter.
Hold up.
Bruh! Bruh! That was an undeserved death. That was. Oh.
I feel like that's completely fair.
The piss challenge. The piss challenge of the piss challenge.
Okay. Am I gonna keep going for fast strats, or am I just gonna learn to be patient? I think I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
going
why
for
are you
fast
trying
strats.
that?
Ow.
Just
Oh, I know. It's the challenge of the piss chalice.
The reason I keep going for fast strats is because Stone Cyclone Galaxy and Ditch Galaxy 2.
I hated this level. I gave up quickly as a child.
well, guess
Okay.
who's turning notifications off?
There we go. Awesome. Do you mean you're like turning your phone on silent?
No, like well, if I do that now, yeah, that'll work.
Oh, that's not good.
Hmm?
Oh no.
I said that's not good.
You mean your gameplay strategy, or
No. That gameplay strategy is working.
because my phone's like stupid, so putting it on silent actually will work, and somehow will still let me talk. I don't know why.
There we go.
Ah,
Stop!
Peace spell.
I hate it.
Estrella!
God, this
Peace
level.
spell.
This is satisfying to watch because I've never finished this level as a kid.
Oh, what about the one from Galaxy 2 where it runs at double speed?
Oh no, I think I know exactly which one. Yeah, you need to stop. I need to make it slower with the clocks, but
Oh
no.
hey, immediately after you were like, I've never beaten this level, it gave me the comment that makes it go faster. Dude, the Stone Cyclone Galaxy in Galaxy 2 doesn't get better after you it gets worse when you get to the green stars because there's just one freaking triple jump that's fucking impossible.
The way villains smile.
Wow,
Oh god.
they called this fast? Galaxy 2 ran so much Galaxy 2 was so much faster than this in Stone Cyclone Galaxy. Come on.
I guess it's double speed in this one, and it's quadruple speed in Galaxy 2.
I would believe that. If I first try the harder version... That was almost death. I'm gonna first try the harder version of the stage.
You did. You fucking did.
Bruh, why did the first try take me so long? Like, I'm not surprised I first tried this. Why did the first try take me so long? Spherical planets worked in Galaxy. 2D sections worked in Galaxy. Cylindrical planets was not Galaxy's strong suit. Oh, I know where the star is. Baby mode stage. The piss comet. Actually, the stage being set to Babby mode.
Bab mode. I'm no longer Babby. I am God.
Baby mode stage.
You know, it was weird. Last stream when I got a lot more people also, but Twitch just didn't send me the stream summary. Usually it takes them a couple hours, but it just never got sent. And Streamlabs has also been doing better than that. Usually theirs comes in a lot sooner, but it's around average rather than actually saying what it is. I like my statistics. Probably in some other language.
Oh my god.
I
Thanks for
don't
bringing
think
back
that's
in the
true.
2020s.
It could be.
What?
I just don't think it is.
Thanks for bringing back in the 2020s. Flappers, Art Deco, impending economic devastation, the Charleston.
Yeah, there's no way you can get that.
You know, the fact that Shen Comics, you know that Shen Comics made that. That's. Oh boy.
I mean, we didn't expect it to happen this quick, but still.
Is that Dick Sucking Lips? Is that Quackerton? Is that Hugh Neutron Stand?
Carlos, it's not dick sucking lips. You gotta, if you wanted a duck to suck your dick, I'm gonna have to
I really don't. Oh, he's skating.
Everyone always talks about how cool wall jumping up waterfalls is, and yeah, it's cool, but no, pun not intended, but, like, y'all overhyping it a little bit.
I mean, it's pretty cool,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. It's something no video game I think has tried before. I'm sure there have been many video games that have tried it.
I would believe that Sonic has tried that.
No, it has not.
It hasn't.
Sonic has had running on water, but not like.
I said
wall
I
jumping
would.
up
I
water.
said I would believe he had tried that.
Sonic doesn't wall jump in like 90% of the games.
He does in colors.
Yeah, that's a later game. I don't even think he wall jumps in Generations. He pseudo wall jumps in like Unleashed, but it's like quick time
Yeah,
events.
no, cannot get that star.
You're really
like,
trying to cheese it, aren't you?
Yeah, Cataphracts evils in Galaxy and
Why do you hate them?
well, clearly you never played Sunshine!
What did they do to you? Why are you so upset?
Melons! Melons, Charles!
Gee, I'm sorry I don't understand your weird half-A-press terminology. I'm sorry I don't understand the simple Sunshine lore.
Hey, someone want to explain to him Gelato Beach Skip?
No.
So you're trying to skip a level. Okay. Well,
No,
that kind of
no. The level that they're trying to skip is the one that they cause problems in.
Oh.
And when a speedrunner spends 3 years trying to find a trick to avoid playing one level, technically it's all of Gelato Beach, but it's that one specific level. Okay. Luis, can you fix your microphone? It was playing a curve.
How did Luigi even get there?
It's not Luigi.
No,
if you get all 120 stars and you play through Luigi's side of the story, it's still Luigi. You can play
So
as
does it
Luigi.
explain how he got captured?
No.
He really just jumped into the void.
No, I didn't expect. I thought Mario would still follow the curve of the path.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
It didn't, right?
Right, it didn't.
You know, one of the things I kind of do like about New Super Mario Bros.
Why?
Every time there were, well, not every time, but sometimes when there would be a star, there would be like a set path for you to follow, and if you get the right item blocks, there's another star every few seconds, and it made really annoying levels like really easy.
Oh yeah. But that's that goes back to like Mario.
Hmm?
That goes back to like Mario 3.
Mario 3?
Mario 3?
I think I remember, but I thought all of Mario 3 was in there.
Yeah, a little bit. There's some parts that are
I think it has variety in its power-ups. I think I don't. To me, it makes me personally, I just have a lot more fun on average playing World than 3.
I'm just not a big fan of 2D Marios. You know, those black holes are really close to Mario right now. I don't think this is safe.
It would rip him apart. He would not get away. In fact, he'd be sucked in.
How is he not spaghettified already?
I think realistically, those wouldn't be able to be in the same room.
I think that the black holes will collide if they were that close together.
Yeah, that's star.
Actually, no. I'm pretty sure that if a black hole that small was right next to you, you would die. You wouldn't necessarily die of it sucking
the
you
density.
in. No, it might. You might die of Hawking radiation. It might like cause basically a nuclear explosion right next to you.
I would think you would die if anything because of the rays.
That's they don't emit rays. They don't emit.
I was always taught that you were not emit. I was always taught that like you would die once you've been in a black hole by like X-rays.
When you're in the accretion disk, you would die. You might die of X-rays because it's but that's not in the black hole. That's the like thing that's around it. That's the Saturn's rings that are around the black hole because that's like matter spinning at 40% the speed of light. And it's all crashing into each other. It's releasing a lot of heat.
I don't. He really bonks his nose.
There's also the what was it? You know how black holes shoot this huge ass laser?
Quasar.
Yeah, quasar. Well, that also could also suddenly they just shoot it after sometimes, right?
Well, the black holes that were in that room didn't seem to be actively sucking anything in, so they would be a dormant black hole, and in that case, they wouldn't be emitting a quasar.
Okay.
Only active black holes emit quasars.
That's actually understandable. Learning science
Can become black holes because they're not truly stars; they're star beings. Or are they truly stars? They're just living stars. They don't exhibit all of the regular.
Lumas are star babies.
Right, but so when they're larger, they turn into regular stars.
They turn into regular stars in the galaxy. Yeah. Let's go talk to our good buddy Luigi over here.
Surreal.
Now you noticed I just spun twice next to Luigi and he made a sound both times, but he didn't spin with me the second time. That's because his animation timer is longer than Mario's, and he's not done with the first spin by the time he does the second spin, so it just doesn't happen. Is there a comet in the level right now? You know, it'd be really cool if you could check the map from the pause screen. I think that would be a really nice addition. Well, thank you for watching the Black Hole Centrist podcast sponsored by Centrist VPN. Listen, Aaron.
Shut your hack, Aaron.
Listen, Aaron. Most of the time I'm not allowed to talk about these things because of social context. And no one else knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Nobody else is smart enough to comprehend what we're speaking.
Well, Charles, if you weren't rubbing your phone against your pocket so much. Maybe I could.
Oh, it's because my finger's on the mic. I found out that's what it is. My finger's just on the mic when I do that.
Yeah, that would explain a lot. That would
And I never
explain a
know
lot.
because that's where I hold my pinky, and I never know when I'm doing it. So when you're like, "What are you doing to your mic?" I never know because it's just where I hold my pinky when I hold my phone.
That explains so much. Are you gonna stop doing it?
It's a habit. That's just how I hold my phone.
Well then,
break
I have to
that
like
habit.
consciously
wait.
stop.
Okay. Well then, what I'm gonna do is that every time that happens, I'm gonna double make sure to tell you about it, to bug you about it, so that you can remember and eventually break the habit. Because that's how.
It's like breathing. I have to think about it, and then I have to like make an effort to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I just constantly tell you about it, that's how you get. That's how you get someone to make an effort.
Animal Crossing New Horizons struggle tweets.
Oh, that's the wrong direction.
Oh.
You know, Matter Splatter, I watched a video on, like, the modeling detail in Pikmin 3, and it was really interesting how they modeled the final boss, aka the mysterious life form. What they actually did was most models are done with polygons and stuff, but you don't have to do it that way.
Oh god.
You don't have to get knocked off.
The mysterious life form is actually, like, its model is defined by 2 points in space, and it's basically uses circle geometry and stuff, spherical geometry, to, like, implicitly define a shape with... It still ends up using polygons, but they're of a specific thickness that just... the only reason it uses polygons is that's what graphics cards are optimized to render. So otherwise it would take the game probably couldn't run in real time, but you could just have a model that was entirely defined as a three-dimensional ellipse. And that's pretty interesting, and I imagine that is a similar concept to what's going on here in the Matter Splatter Galaxy, but it's just using a sphere to define what's being shown.
How did I know that you and Luis were thinking that, but I was just hoping and praying that neither of you would say it for once?
What happened?
Don't worry about it.
Is it what Aaron said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was never.
I was hoping.
I was
for
never.
1
I
second
was
you
never
two were gonna be
thinking
like-
about. But yeah, I was never thinking about that because that was this.
I
Like
knew Luis and Aaron were thinking about it. That's why I said it.
game design
We should.
concept. Really interesting game. Really unique game design concepts like that are just so cool.
I
Like-
thought it was interesting, and then
Yeah,
and then you said thick polygons, and I was like, they're gonna say something about that, aren't they? And then they did.
I didn't say anything about that.
No, not you. You were talking about the game design. I knew you weren't gonna say it. I meant Aaron and Luis.
No.
When you know your friends so well that you know they will make any opportunity to say jokes about thick.
Thick polygons.
But I think my favorite single game design concept is HDMA on the Super Nintendo, where because on a CRT the
Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah, but because on a
Isn't
CRT
that what? Oh, sorry.
on a CRT the screen is drawn one line of not pixels, but you can call them pixels. One line of pixels after another. And so what you can do is you can adjust the graphics data, the memory and the VRAM, on every scan line. So it creates an effect similar to what's in real life called rolling shutter effect. Because most cameras don't snap a full exposure all at once. It does it line by line. Just because that makes the circuitry.
How many viewers do we have? I want to know how many people are actually interested in this.
4.
Well, I mean, we have 4 viewers, but that's me, Aaron, Luis, and you.
Oh,
So,
I was hoping like people would actually want to watch, but not.
and that's why mode 7 couldn't actually is not really in my opinion, it's not the star of the show when it comes to Super Mario Kart and Happy Theory. What it does is they're just using it to stretch or squish any individual scan line, and it's just got a mathematical formula on how much that needs to be stretched or squished for to create the perspective effect.
What about in Super Castlevania?
There's actually there's a video I saw that's entirely dedicated to like a spinning room in that game. And
It has a lot of spin. Like, there's a lot of spinning. There's a lot of rotation.
But I can send you a link. There's one specific room that's like looks like a cylinder rotating.
You mean the room that's spinning very slowly?
Yeah, I think, but I can send that to you later.
I feel like we're talking about the same room, I think.
Mode 7 can do rotation and stretching, and also shearing. So that'd be like making a parallelogram out of a square, but it can't do perspective effects because that is...
I think I like what they do with Mode 7 in Castlevania, but I do like what Super Mario Kart does more instead of like.
And with Super Mario Kart, that's actually the fact that there's perspective effect on the top and bottom of the screen. That could be done by default, but the fact that there's the sprite sheet on both the top and bottom of the screen, that was actually not done by the game itself. It had a coprocessor in the cartridge. It's similar to the Super FX or SA1, but it's much simpler. It was called the DSP.
Go talk to the boo.
It was called the DSP. It was called the DSP1 chip, and
That's interesting.
The DSP1 actually, what it does is, so I talked about HDMA, where it can rewrite the graphics memory on any individual scan. Now, the reason why was a special effect, not just like, the reason why that was a Super Nintendo specific effect, and not just something that you could put in any game console, is because the memory map is shared between the video chip and the main processor, and if they both try and access it at the same time, then who knows what the result will be. The CPU could write something, and then the graphics, and then the video chip could read something else. So you can't do that, basically. But on any individual scan line, when the horizontal scanning beam of the CRT is resetting itself, there's a few milliseconds where the screen isn't being drawn, and that's called H-blank. And so HDMA stands for H-blank Direct Memory Access. Now, in addition to that, you could just blank the screen at any time and do ordinary DMA. So the black bar in the middle of the screen for Super Mario Kart, that's intentional. What they do is they blank the screen during that time, where they rewrite the entire sprite table. Did that make any sense?
It sounds like what you were talking about when you were talking about the TV, certain TVs like refreshing every single second, but you're saying during specific parts, the whole thing is refreshed, basically.
So there's on a CRT, it's drawing the screen in real time, but there are times where it turns off the scanning beam because even though it's an electron gun that's being bent by a magnet, the magnet can't change its polarity immediately, basically. It takes time to reposition the scanning beam, which is why there's time set aside for H blank and V blank. H blank is blanking when it's repositioning itself horizontally, whereas V blank is when it's repositioning itself vertically for a new scan. Or for a new frame, I should say. And so, and then there's force, and then there's F blank, which can be triggered at any time. You just want the screen to not show anything. And so what Super Mario Kart does is, in the middle of the frame, it triggers F blank so that it can rewrite the sprite table without, and it has to do that so that the video chip doesn't write to that frame while the CPU is also writing and cause any number of issues. Like, that's... Most of the time, software can't break hardware, but that's one of the few times where there's a possibility they could. I don't think that writing two different values at the same time could ever break it, but I'm not a programmer. Yeah.
Not yet.
I think that the likely effect of that is that it would be the logical exclusive OR of what you were trying to write to that frame. For anyone who just because I watched a video on how DRAM works recently, and it's really interesting. That was, or at least I thought it was, and because the way I had always described it is that I understood how it worked, but I didn't understand the difference between DRAM and SRAM. And so it uses DRAM. SRAM is, the way it works is it uses 4 logic gates and it's like 4 exclusive ORs that can be used to hold remember a bit, one single bit, and then by just putting a lot of those all together, you can hold a lot more data. DRAM, instead of using 4 logic gates, it uses 1 logic gate and a capacitor. And a capacitor is a small rechargeable battery, basically. And so what you have to do is you have to, if eventually the capacitor, all the juice in it will run out, but what you can do is write or make a circuit that if a bit is turned on, it just rewrites that bit, like many times a second. I think it's like every 63 milliseconds.
Gloomber.
Boulder, guys.
What is this Gloomber? What is he? Why does he gloom? Why does Gloomber gloom? The Gloomber, he's just ahead.
You're like, what is Gloomberg and why does he gloom? I don't understand.
Oh, he's got stone around him now. Oh, he's got gloom hands.
Hands make my rock hard.
Why is Gloomber picked up gold?
And then there's...
I would not recommend doing this boss this way. This is the speed strats that I just... I know them because I watched a lot of Mario Galaxy. But especially in the Daredevil comment, I would actually not recommend trying to do
If you're not good at... If you're good enough at the game or know about this whole stick then yeah, you can feel free to do so.
The
to the challenge.
but yeah, the speed strat is pointing a star bit at the rocks and like getting in real close to kind of make it go faster. Mostly it just ends with one of the other rocks blowing up the boot. Just because you spawned the boot so close to the guy. Or the boo hitting the hands, which is annoying. Because the hands respawn.
So they're like... Oh, you guys don't. Never mind.
Okay, well, that's all the levels that we have available to us right now in the kitchen. Let's go and... Let's see if there's any comments on the map right now, but then we're gonna go to the bedroom.
Does Rosalina just gather all the Lumas for, like, food feeding time and just make them, like, Starbit stew or something?
Well, it wouldn't be stew. It wouldn't be stew because, like, Starbits are, like, candy. They're honey flavored. I think maybe it was a biblical...
Can she cook with them?
What?
Because when you heat up, like, concentrated sugar, it just becomes caramel.
I guess she could theoretically cook with them.
I mean, but they're... What are they made of?
Love. Well, but also, you're like, what are they made of? Well, they're star bits. They are pieces of
aren't
star.
Luma's baby stars?
Yeah, cannibalism. It's cannibal.
Brit. Oh, why is Mario on the goop?
No, he's off. If he touches the goop, he dies. This is a man trying to remain frog.
Frog?
Frog!
Frog. Gotcha.
It said frog.
What will he frog?
You know, until that green section, this was actually like that was kind of speedy slick. I will not touch it.
Touch it.
I'm thinking those are gonna start moving soon. Okay, touch the group.
So is that ice? Is that like a moving ice block that like you don't touch unless it doesn't materialize unless it's over it?
I don't know.
The moving clear parts.
I did not touch the I didn't touch the dark matter.
Oh, it's dark matter. Okay.
Luis, why is the vacuum running? Why is the vacuum...
Luis, stop sucking so much.
That's just the fucking and you got
Mario just got deatomized.
Yeah, I don't know why dark matter does this. That's not what dark matter means. But... Game for kids, no question.
So the goop is dark matter. Gotcha.
Yeah. Platform, begin moving! Ow.
Oh, he really just went so far. So fast.
Yeah, the momentum mechanics of this game, if you jump on a platform moving upwards, then it keeps your previous momentum. And so, on quick moving platforms, like, say a flump, you can exploit that to your advantage.
The game literally almost, like, destroyed you, like that one point when you were going from blue to green. It looked like it tried to clip you out. Oh.
Not dead. Not dead.
No, that was intense. was way
Bet it
too
was.
intense.
You bet it was. We're going for the crazy.
Going for the madman strats. I'm going sicko mode. I'm going lunatic
Okay.
time.
Now, the one thing I don't particularly like about this game is that the camera, you can't often adjust. It uses a very fixed camera a lot of the time. And
Bowser
so,
time.
and that
It's
does...
you! That's it, Mario! You've stolen the last of my hair gel!
The fact that so many places just have a fixed camera, that makes it, like, really good in terms of 3D platformers. Just for playing it normally, the camera's really good. But
it's
trying to do
Galaxy, so you
trying-
have to go on rotating planets.
No, there is what I
No.
like about
It's
this.
mostly the issue is that for trying to do weird unintended strats, it just can be kind of frustrating.
So there is what I like about this version of Bowser. He looks a lot more dynamic. But then again,
I think that this game kind of has like the I don't really like the brawl realistic shell.
true, that's the realistic shell looks kind of off.
Out of place.
Yeah.
I like for the shell to have segments, but I don't like it to look like.
But
So-
also the smoke on the back of his tail, that reminds me of Wind Waker. On the back of his tail. What?
Oh, did he just grow?
No, he just got
He just got
I was like,
angry.
did he just grow? Are we Yoshi's Island today?
Oh, fucking hell.
Sometimes you gotta take the bullet. You just gotta bite the bullet, man.
Just gotta
Just
bite
gotta-
the bullet
you just
and get
gotta-
over it.
You just gotta take Old Yeller out behind the barn. What the fuck was that?
No! No! You shut up. That's what happens when you mention Old Yeller.
That book was sad.
Don't mention it.
Spin.
The dog got rabies.
Yeah, we know.
Yeeton!
Yeet. You have been
I like how
used.
his hair just has a little
Guess I
flip.
chose the right guy to be my arch enemy. At least you always put up a fight. But it's too bad for you, because my master plan is almost complete.
I'm gonna... You know what? I would get banned for making that joke.
I'm gonna say it, Mario. That's not very stream for all ages of you.
Well,
That's not-
I set my stream to mature audience, but I still think I would have gotten banned for that joke.
I mean, you mentioned the H word anyways, so you're gonna get banned anyways.
What H word? What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, nothing happened
Never-
while I muted my microphone. I didn't mute my microphone, I'm sorry.
I mean, he never
Good job.
said it.
Good job.
just like how it
you
never
really made the
happened.
lie seem
Hey.
believable.
Hey,
Good point.
also guys, you know, we were talking about game design concepts earlier. I want to talk about that star that's in the center of the observatory real quick. The texture that's applied to that, and most textures are you would just expect it to be a regular 2D image, right?
Yeah, but that one is a 3D. I'm guessing
No,
that one's a
no.
3D.
No.
Alright, my
it's
brain
still-
hurts. I'm going to eat. I'll be back in an hour.
It's still a 2D image, but what it does is it uses what's called a distortion. And the way it works is that a lighter pixel on the distortion map translates to a greater like movement of pixels on the original image.
I think you're wrong, Alec. I think the way the distortion map works is Giratina comes down and then he default dances all over it. And
Okay,
then...
let me finish speaking. You
I'm sorry. I
non-designer.
had to make the joke. the joke.
The distortion map, but Galaxy actually does it in a really unique way that translates really well, especially in higher resolutions. What it does is it actually uses two distortion maps at once. And the important thing is that they are scaled by a different factor than and moving in a different direction from each other, and scaled in a different factor from the base texture. And so what that means is that it's very unpredictable. The actual distortion is very unpredictable, and it looks really cool. And it stays looking cool as you transition to higher and higher pixel resolution, even if the Wii only ran 4K. You know, that kind of it's almost like they planned to have a Galaxy HD at some point. Which I'm not, I'm not against the idea of having that, but I just the Switch's motion controls are gyro oriented rather than the Wii having acceleration-oriented motion controls. Like, the Wii had gyro controls as well, it was the Motion Plus, but we're in the overrated Galaxy. It's just Mario Galaxy just uses the acceleration, and I don't know exactly how they would translate that. It's possible that they could make it using the original spin.
Not to mention that it has more buttons, so
Yeah, but pressing a button would not have the same feel as shaking it. It would work. It would work, but it just wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think it would feel as natural, but
yeah.
I'm welcome to be proven. I'm open to being proven. Bit? I think this Galaxy is very helpful. It's a good Galaxy, but I don't think this is the best Galaxy. By out. Like some people say. Ow. Oh, fine. Ow. Fine. Nintendo does a lot of stuff. And that's not to say that other companies don't. Nintendo does that. Sort of like I always compare Nintendo to like Disney. Apple has is able to do a lot of the stuff they do because they have control over both the hardware and the software of their device. As does Nintendo. Disney it is. I'm specifically referring to the stuff that you think of when you think Disney Pictures itself. Not anything they own. Not any of the other companies they own.
Not any of the 20,000 companies that they have bought.
Yeah. I'm talking like your classic Disney cartoon stuff. Because it's, designed for a younger audience, but can be enjoyed by people of any age. And it's just, when it wasn't such a big company, they did a lot of really cool things, or really unusual things. And Walt Disney himself was a really interesting person. Like, I would be very interested in watching a documentary on that guy.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty interesting individual.
Very, very, very pragmatic.
There's one thing that I remember about him is that the reason why a lot of the Disney movies involve the mother dying is because, well, his mother died.
I don't know about that.
I think that's that's at least what I heard.
I think I think one of the things that's most interesting about Walt Disney to me is the idea of Epcot.
The idea of what?
Epcot, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Which didn't get completed and wouldn't end. Like, it's an idea so detached from reality that it's kind of hard to really consider it. But man, he tried. He's tried. And Epcot at Disney World is still interesting, but this has been a really chill story. I've been enjoying this.
Yeah. Most of the time it's a lot of screaming.
A lot of gamer
Of gamer rage and screaming. Time to continue playing Robobot, aka the best Kirby game.
I think that there's a strong argument to be made for all of the games in the modern era.
Yeah, though I just say that because it's
except
because
Star Allies. Except Star Allies.
Aww.
I think that you can make a strong argument for Return to Dreamland, Triple Deluxe, and Planet Roller.
Of course, Greninja Man is obviously going to choose the Planet Robobot doesn't exist for him.
Greninja Man is like the biggest hater of Star Allies I've ever seen. I agree with him. I just think he's very adamant.
He is very spiteful about it. Like a lot of it's mostly like gameplay, small gameplay changes that you can get used to quickly.
I would say it's a lot of small things that add up to make the game not as good as the first HD mainline Kirby game should have been.
Yeah, there are a couple of issues, but still.
In particular, the AI was very poorly done, and I want to bring everyone's attention to the fact that the reason there was such a big gap between Return to Dreamland and Kirby 64 was because all of the previous games all the things that they were trying to make focused way too heavily on multiplayer, and then Star Allies focused way too heavily on multiplayer. So, I think that if Heroes in Another Dimension was in the game at launch, yeah, there would have been and all the DLC. I think that you could have had a much stronger argument for it being a great game. But Windows Vista was basically Windows 7 by the time Windows 7 came. But its legacy was already set in stone about it being an awful operating. Same for Star Allies. It came too late. All the DLC that made it a much better game came too late for most people to care.
No, because people immediately start. It's still a great game, anyways. We don't see a reason.
Yeah, but in general, if I want to play multiplayer games, I'd sooner play. I also thought that the ability combos were really, really unnecessary. Because I already ran into the problem in Triple Deluxe and Robobot where, for a certain mission you might have to for a certain
puzzle.
You might have to give up the ability you're currently doing. In Robobot, it went from you might have to give up the ability you're currently using to you might have to give up your ability and one of your partners for a puzzle. Not to mention that the AI was really, really dumb. Like, it would kill on sight often before you could even decide if you wanted to take that ability. And then if you're trying to do a puzzle or make a certain combo ability for a puzzle, then it takes them like a couple seconds to react. Like, oh wait, what's happening? It's just that I think should have been better. And in addition to that, I thought that the fact that the game runs at 30 FPS was also
that's mainly the only issue that I have with the game.
It's also a platformer does play better at 60 FPS, but that's mostly just rubbing salt in an open wound. I don't really care that much about Kirby lore. Outside of the fact that, wow, that's kind of unexpected. Kirby has lore. Me giving a billion hot takes. Me just only giving opinions and facts on this show today.
I agree with what Saltine says about it giving us a bunch of lore. Lore-wise, it was basically one of the best Kirby.
I still just really don't get it. It's kind of cool that it's kind of weird that, hey, this game got a pink puffball has really deep lore. But for the most part,
that's just you, anyways, because
a lot of people.
Because you're not really interested in lore in most games, from.
Yeah. Unless it's a very, very story. Hyper Light Drifter was a very, very story-focused game, but you could only tell a story so deep without using words. And I just didn't understand it.
Wow. Because the only issue that I had with Robobot, not Robobot, Star Allies was the fact that the game runs at 30 frames per second in gameplay, and it runs at 60 frames per second in the menus.
Yeah,
But that's mostly.
that's definitely a nitpick. I think it's just I feel like if they wanted to do a game that just had a billion callbacks to early Kirby games, what they should have done is they should have added one of the DLCs should have been a boss rush mode that's just like all the final bosses from all the Kirby games in a row.
And maybe in HD.
Yeah, imagine fighting
King Dedede and
Magalore,
Nightmare.
King Dedede, Magalore, the King Dedede in Dreamland 2 and 3, Magalore, Sectonia. I would be fine if they didn't include the final boss of Robobot. I would be fine with that just because that's a different gameplay style. Marks.
I mean, I honestly, the final boss in Planet Robobot is honestly one of my favorites.
Yeah, but
because of how
it is really cool. That it's just okay. This is suddenly an entirely different game. But
yeah, but it's an entirely different game that is easy to learn, like the rest of it.
I think that it's just a big question of that. I imagine that wouldn't be because it's such a different gameplay style. It might be difficult to port that specific boss, but who knows?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I don't see what was his name, Stardream in Star Allies in that boss rush, because porting it would be a bit hard.
But it's also I think that having an entirely different I think that having it as one fight is fine. One fight is fine, but like in a boss rush,
that's
because if you do Stardream, then you of course have to include Heart of Nova.
Exactly, a Heart of Nova, but at least that one is traditional Kirby. So maybe that they couldn't instead include that one instead.
I would still say that's unnecessary. Would you fight Hultman and or Susie in their mechs? Should that be included?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, imagine if they like had a boss rush for any number of Kirby games. Like, what if they just had a mode where you could fight every boss for all of Dreamland 1 in HD, and maybe it even uses the Dreamland 1 ability system. Or
isn't Dreamland 1 doesn't?
Or I was thinking Kirby's Adventure, but yeah. What if we had a boss rush for? What if they just remade Dreamland 1 again? What if we had Spring Breeze 2? Or Revenge of the King 2? I think like they wanted to go all out on the nostalgia factor. Go all out.
I think they were like holding back for that reason because that would be too much, and then having to rely on nostalgia only, then people will start pointing out that as its biggest issue.
Yeah, but like okay, who in the Kirby fandom was complaining about fan service?
Greninja Man, or wasn't he?
The biggest YouTuber in the Kirby fan base is Ant Druid, and he always talks about how great fan service is.
Because I've heard a lot of people complain about fan service in other games like Sonic.
Yeah.
But that's mostly because it's done poorly.
Kirby just does it. And
Kirby just.
good.
Kirby just do it and do it good. Like ever since the first the second game, it has been doing it.
Yeah, like the level that just is a Dreamland 1 style level in Kirby's Adventure. That was great.
Then they kept going on with the secrets, and then with the lore,
And then
and then Sakurai abandoned the child
well, he abandoned it.
beforehand. Yeah,
He left with Dreamland 2, and then he came back for Superstar, and that was it.
the only two games that he references the most.
So he was there for, I believe it was just Dreamland 1, Adventure, and Superstar. And what's interesting about that is that it was because he didn't like how anytime you make a video game, people just automatically assumed there would be a sequel, which is a similar complaint that the maker of Katamari had.
Yeah, that's pretty much the issue with making games in general. Anything,
Well,
any form of
it's
consumable
also
media.
it's also like sequels in movies don't have the best reputation. Sequels for video games they're like aren't
They
a
were
lot
made
of
to be better.
there aren't a lot of sequels in video games that are well, I wouldn't say there aren't a lot of them. There are certainly bad sequels, but it's just a sequel. All you need to do is make more levels, some new enemies, and it's a good game. It's still the formula still works.
But
Telling the
people
same
will get-
story doesn't work in a movie, but in a video game, the damn Peach isn't the story isn't the point of a Mario game. The point is the levels. And
But then people start to get tired of the repetitiveness of the game, and then they want something new.
And I wouldn't always say that people get tired of it being repetitive. I would say, I wouldn't say that in all cases. I would say that for some cases it certainly is that is true, but not all. Like people didn't like it's not. It wasn't just that people didn't like Paper Jam because the formula had gotten old. It was because of it had other problems.
It tried to be something new.
The point is that don't release them too close together. The new Super Mario Bros. Games are hated not because the formula is bad, but because they're just been released too close together.
Yeah.
I'm sure if Nintendo, but it's also not just that the formula for that specific. It's also that specific game and its take on the 2D Mario. 2D Mario as a genre is certainly not any less respected. I would say in the new Super Mario Bros. Games being so mediocre as of late, people have paid more attention to the classics again. And then Nintendo gave us Mario Maker. And I think that repetitiveness wasn't what Star Allies. A lot of people think that people were just tired of the Kirby formula that Return to Dreamland. I would say that's some people, but I wouldn't say that's a majority of people. Like Charles and I, before Star Allies came out, Charles and I were talking about Kirby level design is pretty damn basic. You put a flat ground, you put some squares on there, you just give the player a landscape with which to have fun with whatever ability they choose to be using at that time.
Oh no.
I would say Kirby level design is pretty basic, and that's not I'm not trying to like say it's bad. It's really impressive that you can make a game with very minimal level design and have it still be fun. Sakurai is really good at game design. I'm saying that it's just
The main issue with
There
Star
was-
Allies is that
the game. I feel like the AI. I mentioned that they were really dumb, but in some other ways, the AI was too good, and the game sort of just plays itself sometimes.
Yeah, the main issue is that the game is too easy, even for
And-
Kirby standards.
Yeah. A lot of people, when they hear me say Star Allies is too easy, they're like, oh, but isn't that the point? No.
Too
We have
easy
not been
doesn't
talking
mean...
about. We have not been talking about Mario Galaxy this entire time. For an hour and 20 minutes, we have not really talked about the game I'm playing.
They're talking about its better side games. Not side games. It's more like a. It's better the better platformer. Not really.
I would not.
I'm not saying. I'm not. I wouldn't say that honestly.
I
I'm
would
just
say 2D Mario is very basic, but 3D Mario is just the gold standard. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best, but you can rely on it to always be great. And that's what the gold standard means to me. That's why Super Metroid is the gold standard of Metroidvanias. And it's something repeatable and consistent, which is what gold was meant to be. It's something with, yes, a high value, but it was also... It had the high value everywhere, and it had a pretty similar high value everywhere. If that makes any sense. So...
Truest arena.
And,
Make a
that's,
brand new
and that's also why Superstar is still the Kirby game everyone compares every other Kirby game.
Especially Superstar Ultra. Which is basically like Superstar, but better.
That's a debate, and I would agree with you, but that's a debate. I think that Superstar, the original version, for Super Nintendo standards, just does not look great.
Yeah.
Especially for first-party Super Nintendo standards. I would say in almost every... Not quite every respect, but pretty close to it, Mario World, which was a launch title for the Super Nintendo, but way better.
Yeah, it was pretty much where people got the most sprite art from that game.
I think that some of the like I mentioned earlier, or like we were talking about earlier, some of the Super Nintendo hardware effects were definitely show its age as a or show its like pedigree as a late release SNES game, but the sprite art just looks off.
The
Meta
Kirby
Knight-
Superstar?
And
Yeah, it looks off. The DS version really did give it a better coat of paint.
though the DS version also had a very similar art style to Nightmare and Dreamland. So they had time to perfect that art style, but even then, Nightmare and Dreamland already.
Yeah, Nightmare and Dreamland and to an extent Amazing Mirror did all look good for GBA standards. Even and especially the backgrounds.
I think that a lot of GBA games really deserve a remake, mostly because the GBA sound hardware, it didn't have sound. It was,
And not to mention that the GBA games are really hard to come by. Good,
yeah.
like on the internet and stuff. Like you don't see
Well-
many playthroughs of.
Well, ROMs is GBA. ROMs are really really easy to come by, but
The ROMs are easy, but yeah.
it's we were talking about Kirby earlier, how he left because it was sequelized. The reason that video game sequels are so prevalent isn't just because it's because it's, in a sense, it's what the company wants, and it's what the gamers want, even if it's not necessarily always what the developers want. Because the companies see it as a safe investment, the gamers also see it as a safe investment, but the developer sees it as not being able to fully use all their creative potential. So it's and it makes it an interesting case for someone like Nintendo, who has, again, in a manner similar to Disney, has monstrous numbers of IPs. But they only have so many resources. Despite Nintendo probably being the biggest company that's just video games, nothing else. Nintendo still only has so many resources, and they have a lot of intellectual property, and so some fan bases are just gonna left in the dust. Just gonna be left in the dust.
Unfortunately.
And yes, I am sorry, F-Zero fans.
And I'm sorry, Mother fans. I'm sorry, Alec.
Mother fans, I feel like I wouldn't blame. I say that one's on. That one is because Itoy, that was his story, and he had no interest in making another one. He was like, if someone else wants to make a Mother 4, absolutely go ahead. I don't want to be part of it. And that's why it's kind of sad that the
original creator.
That's why it's kind of sad that Mother 4 was in development hell for so long, but I guess a Mother game without development hell wouldn't be well representative of the series, now would it be?
Yeah. Yeah, well, every
Well,
Mother
I mean,
game
Mother.
has struggled.
So, yeah, so Mother 1 was actually the least known story of the Earthbound struggle. So, Itoy had worked in the copyright department of Nintendo for a while. He was good at making like catchy tag moves for their movie, right? So, but he was also a minor celebrity at the time. And Miyamoto was kind of like, okay, I don't want to start making... Basically, they didn't want to start making licensed games. And so, when Itoy pitched his idea to Miyamoto, to quote the Did You Know Gaming, Miyamoto's reactions reportedly made Itoy cry. So... got him. And so that, but after that, Mother 1 had a pretty smooth development period until we got to America, where it was like where the game was fully translated and never released. It even had additional features the Japanese version didn't have. So, Earthbound Zero is also a story, but most people don't talk about that because Mother 3 is the one with the really interesting development story. Started on the Super Nintendo, and then the N64. N64 disc drive, abandoned, and then it was picked back up on the GBA. Wild. These Cosmic Mario races are really difficult. Oh, look who's back.
Huh?
A fan or something was very loud. I said, oh, look who's back.
Our biggest fan.
No, you're...
I know, it's my fan, our biggest fan.
Oh.
You dumb, you Neanderthal, you plebeian. How did you not understand that?
You know, Ice It's taken so far.
Doom Guy's voice. It's voiced by Alex Jones.
Bruh, that's a bruh moment, bruh.
I wish. I mean, he's not really voiced by Alex Jones, it's just, but people want that.
That
because...
concept is funny. That concept is most certainly funny.
I could see John Carmack.
I've been watching a lot of sorting videos. You know, sometimes YouTube just spams everyone's feed with sorting algorithm videos. Unless that's just me. That's just me. That ever happened to anyone else?
I mean, yeah, it happens.
Okay. So, I actually find that interesting. I want to go into software engineering. But I get how quicksort works, but I've been for a while. Like I've only learned Java and but I need to get on with this. But
I really need to get practice C+ and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was told that C is what I should need to go into because I want to study general purpose computing on graphics processing units. So I think I finally have a little bit of what I need. Or with Java to do it. The issue that I was thinking of is with quicksort, what you do is pick one point. You pick one number, and then you separate the list into what's in front of that and what's behind it, and then you just keep doing it. And what's bigger than that and what's smaller than that, and then you just keep doing it. And the issue that I was that arrays, you can't change the size of an array. So when I make the array and I pick a random number to pivot, then it's sort of like you have to know how many numbers you can be. I think I might have a way around that. I might have figured out a way to get it. It's absolutely a hack, probably. The benefit of quicksort is that compared to a lot of the first sorting algorithms you think of, it's quick. It's much faster. And I feel like some of the things I'd be trying to do would be hurting much faster than it is, but I don't know. I still haven't done it yet. I've just kind of put some notes in a TXT file. But some of the sorting algorithms are like kind of dumb, and like no one should ever use it. But it's really a lot of the dumb ones have some of the most interesting ideas behind them. So
It's basically like the what was it? There's this basically the trope, awesome but impractical.
Yeah. So I want to tell you about gravity sort. So imagine a matrix or like a two-dimensional array, and it's a Boolean array. So the dimensions of the array are the biggest number in your list by how big your list is. And what you do is think of an abacus. You have as many truths in that array as the number is big, and then you just shove them all to the bottom, and whichever stack is the tallest. It's like really dumb, and it would be very geometric, but it's absolutely impractical. Especially because computers don't think with geometry like humans do. So, there's a time sort that I saw as well, which the time sort didn't make a lot of like array writes or comparisons. It was like the algorithm was very efficient on paper, but then when you look at how long it actually, despite the fact that it didn't make a lot of comparisons and array writes, when you actually look at how long it was going to take to solve it, it was like far longer than anything else. And I can't find any information on what time sort is. Whenever I look it up, it's always Tim sort, according to Google. Which Tim sort was a combination of two different sorting algorithms. There's a glitch you can do here to get on top of the walls and not. Oh no, they patched it. They absolutely patched it. Basically you can do a special wall jump thing on that wall. And then there's a way to go up slopes in Galaxy 1. So, but that they just made it so you can't wall jump on that ball. And if there is multiple versions of Galaxy 1, then I definitely have the I have the of course always the Nintendo doesn't. I didn't think the lava would go above my spinner thing. Ow. When Mario Odyssey came out, there was that glitch that let you swim to the end darker side as the frog, but if you actually, but there's a different result if you swam past the what's it called? The death plane, and Mario would fall infinitely, but on the eventually after a certain time, the graphics would get weird, and a lot of people didn't know how to describe it other than the graphics got weird, but of course, being someone who knows a lot about it was just floating point air. It was just floating point grounding air that started to pile up so far. Yeah. But what was weird is that, like, usually you have to go incredibly far away for, like, fall for several weeks for floating point air to start showing. That happened in a matter of hours. And I'm just like, and then a later video showed that that was also happening if you fall below the map in the wild. So what I have to, so what's weird is that the Switch just seems to use really coarse floating point arithmetic. Really coarse floating point. Which
Probably.
I can't think of any reason why that would be. No comment. Ninja Man, I'm gonna say no comment on that one. That's a heavy debate between people saying that 3D Mario's better! No, 2D Mario's better! And I have opinions on the thing you just said, but I'm too scared to voice them.
I don't like how they're timed. But then again, it's kind of part of the. Then again.
Yeah. I have opinions on that. I just don't want to voice them.
Oh lord, the attack plus 30 is 66 megabytes.
It's not too terrible. When I get a job, I'm going to spend my money on the 4 terabyte version. I have about 200 gigs left to store stream, live stream archive files, and I should practice safe backup. But wow, 5 hard drives costs a lot.
Oh boy, it does.
And but once I get enough money to buy 5 hard drives, I have a machine. I have a PC that's perfectly for it. I would be. Come on. Why did you home in Ground Town, and why did you target that? What? Ice Mario is also really different. Ice Mario, okay. Ice Mario being really just a different entire concept from Galaxy games, yes. But I didn't mind the time. Maybe it's probably at least in part because I just played Galaxy games before I played any other Mario game. No, that's not true. I played 64, yes. But oh, no. So, I think that if I have any opinion on it, I think it's that like it'd be cool if they just had more new power-ups. I understand it for fire because it wasn't often used for fighting anymore. It was mostly used for lighting torches. In Galaxy. My voice is... Yeah, it's probably just because I'm trying to sit back in my chair to... Yeah, because the further back you get from the center, I'm pretty close to the center bar and it doesn't work as well. Probably just me trying to... But it's also because I'm not being screamy like I usually am. But I can...
Yeah, it's a chill stream.
Very chill. We were talking about game design and lost. Part of the reason I want to go into computer science is because, like, I was always like, someone else knows the formula, so why should I have to memorize this formula in science class or whatever? Like, if I know the basic relationship, then why do I need to learn it? If I can just look that up. And the fact that we have computers is why I can just look that up. And, like, again, maybe if you were taking a college class, it makes more sense, because then that might be what you're actually going into. And having to look up that formula every time is a waste of resources. But for most people, it's just computers can do the work for you, and it takes very little effort to look up what the formula is. Maybe make sure people can do the math, but don't make sure they can memorize some piece of information that they're never going to. Yes, I'm aware school isn't built around the internet, but I have a lot of... School's the only thing I get sort of political about. And
Political, quote unquote. Or is it actually or is it actually related to politics?
well, it's publicly funded, and the school board is part of the government, so yes, it is politics.
Fuck. Oh. Wait, hold up. Can I actually give this? he's there. Wait, no, I can't. Fuck.
He said,
Oh,
the
that?
F, he said the F word.
3 times in a row. It's a new record. Oh my god. Yes. I don't have to farm for these.
I gotta sort of skip for this level, but it makes it go faster. I don't know. Something about this level I've just always liked. Greninja Man, seems like our opinions differ a little bit on that. I would say I wouldn't say if college is trying to go for real life experience, yeah, it's failing. But if it's trying to be an education, then I think it does better than the regular school system. I think it does better than the regular education system if it's just trying to educate people. And that's the skip that I always use. I don't know if it really counts as a skip. It seems so easy. I would call it more of an exploit more than anything, but yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's definitely. And then it doesn't even pay, and then they don't even pay teachers properly.
Now, some people... no, I'm not gonna... I was gonna play devil's advocate a little bit there, but no.
I mean, I'm curious, but at the same time, yeah, you're better off not taking that risk.
I do like to always acknowledge that there's two sides to every argument. Because if there was only one side, it would have been solved.
It would be easily solved.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab something to eat. Gotta grab something to eat. It's working. 6% up there, but that's good enough.
Okay. Here we go. I'm back. Reese probably not back yet, but... No comments, animals, we're just gonna go right back to the bed. God dang it. Never quite get this lick. Bruh. Okay, that was slick. That was slick. Hell yeah, my man. Like that. Okay. I don't remember where all the stars are. So this could take a while. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, where does the last There we go. Okay, gotcha. Green star. Oh, dang it. Where's Luigi? Oh boy, I get to... That's actually nice and convenient. I was wanting to do that anyway. So, after getting that star from Luigi, we'll have 3 left before we can go take on Bowser. We're gonna do the levels I hate.
I am back.
Last 3 levels are gonna be the Cosmic Trials, aka the fucking worst levels in the goddamn game.
Are they really the worst, or are they just hard?
Oh, they're hard, but they use motion controls.
Oh, motion controls. Well, fuck them. Then again, a lot of Wii games are shit because of motion controls.
So you remember Bubble Breeze Galaxy, right?
Yes, the one that I
Imagine
struggled
that.
with.
The one, yeah, that it's Bubble. One of them is Bubble Breeze on steroids.
Double
Another
Breeze on Elephant.
Another one, and you can't cheese that one.
Fuck. I
And,
say this as I drink from my cup, my chalice of lemonade, or my piss chalice. Ah, refreshing.
So, and we're gonna do all 3 of the Cosmic Trials, and that'll be the last 3 we need to fight the final boss.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, damn.
So, but first we need to get the last green star from Luigi.
From Lug. From Lug. Consume thy conscience.
So, how is your self-quarantine going? Are there any cases of coronavirus on your small island there, boyo?
Yes, there were 6 recently, and probably more because, you know, people are dumb.
Yeah.
Foreigners
There
are
was,
dumb.
there was, a couple over here, but it was mostly just in Kansas City. Which, yes, there's only one city between mine and Kansas City. But, you know, it's also Kansas, so one city between us could be any number of distance length. No, it's, not 33, just, 4 is what the counter said. About his power.
Ah, the memories. Good times. Give me
So,
Discord's S. No, fuck.
I retweeted a tweet earlier today that was like, I want to go back to 2017 when PewDiePie versus T-Series was the most important thing anyone was talking about.
PewDiePie versus who?
T-Series.
Ah. Wait, that was in 2017?
It's been way too many
Time?
years. Too many years have happened in such a short time period.
Just how it happened so quickly.
How is this?
How, why?
How is
and
how is this man? How is this man?
I am aging too quickly. Time is going too fast.
See, keep saying that and you'll sound like a fucking boomer.
Like a fucking what?
Boomer.
Let you cut out for a second there.
You're gonna sound like a boomer if you keep saying time is getting too fast.
I don't know about you, but then again, the kids today nowadays are pretty shit. They're made the same way. No! I'm becoming the boomer!
Green! 2015 feels like last year and 20 years ago simultaneously. I don't know what you're on about, it feels like 20 years ago. It just feels like... I would say 2016 more feels like last year. But, You're gonna to recover all the green power stars and restore the green bond star. Even I don't know what's waiting for you out there beyond the green bond star. Okay. Time to do the levels that make me hurt. Yup. Okay. So we got Manta surfing, Star Ball rolling, and the bubble blowing. Yeah, I told you these levels suck dick.
These levels are hard for no reason, other than to be hard.
It's not just that it's hard, but it's also got really dumb motion controls. Like I'm not usually the kind of person that's like, motion control's bad. But this one in particular, this would have been like, for one thing, the Star Ball is basically like on ice controls the entire time. But also, this did not work on the original Wii remote. If this was Wii Motion Plus, then I don't think it would be as bad. But on the original Wii remote, this just does not work. Now, bear that in mind, that I'm also playing like shit right now.
Super Monkey Ball. Basically, it's Super Monkey Ball without removing
Without
the
fun.
Yeah, it removed the fun.
Super Monkey Ball, but you tilt Mario instead of the world.
I don't think you don't have to jump over them to crush them.
Yeah, I know.
You're just doing it for fun.
I was trying to, because if you don't jump over them, then you bounce, and that can make it kind of hard to control.
Oh, basically it makes it harder if you just
Yarg! And I don't think any of these levels have checkpoints. I could be wrong, but I don't think any of them have checkpoints. Bubble Blast Galaxy might have a checkpoint, but I don't know about. But Loop the Swoop definitely. Bubble Blast Galaxy is the one I'm least looking forward to.
It's gonna be a blast.
When I finish 100%ing this game, do you want me to do you want me to 100% it again as Luigi? Do you want me to actually 100% it and unlock the secret level?
Maybe, I don't know.
Greninja Man, give us your feedback. I guess you're the only chat member.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Aaron had to leave. That was too close.
Yeah. I like the parts of the rolling ball levels where the game plays itself.
Yeah, it's like those auto levels, except
instead of the rest of the game being dumb and stupid, or instead of the rest of the game being fun. Oh, yep, no checkpoints. No checkpoints. I thought so. I was greedy. That was greed. That was me going for the 1-up and dying. That was entirely.
I just love the face up. How it just gives it to.
Ooh, that was stress. That was stress.
Oh,
Ah!
that was anxiety. You're just threading the needle, and then
And then I choked on the easy part.
you're threading the needle, and then you just choke yourself with the string.
Okay, I need to stop trying to fast threat that, because the fact that I'm not getting it every time is definitely slowing us down. Well, I'm not listening to myself. Greninja Man, don't jump. No.
Don't jump.
There we go! We did it! We did it. The YouTuber Some Call Me Johnny had got better at this specific minigame by like putting the Wii remote in his hand, pretending it was an arcade stick. I have no familiarity with arcade sticks, and he also killed his nunchuck by just like snagging, or like just destroying the cord. So I'm good, like not jumping like that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I did.
You say all my deaths are from failed jumps. If I didn't jump there, I still would have died. Goomber! Dad, just messaged uncalled for how loud that was. You know, it stopped. This stream stopped being chill when I left to use the restroom. What if we started talking about stuff? What if this was just a talk show where we played games? Oh, yeah. Eat.
Jesus. The only good thing about the one-up mushrooms is that's the only good thing. You're in a perpetual cycle of pain because of the one-up.
And this music is also getting on my nerves.
Oh god, my internet connection is dying.
Goomba!
Goomba!
Can you not, Greninja Man?
It's okay, it's okay.
We are gonna finish the game. I don't
we will
care.
suffer through this together.
Yeah, I'm not. If I fail the galaxy trials or whatever they're fucking called, I'm not gonna stop screaming. See, that was a successful jump. That angle sucks! We did it. Hole in
Finally.
one. Hole in one, dude.
All in, no deaths.
No deaths. No strokes. No funny. No funny allowed. You know, I wonder if I could make that long jump. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
No. No, I wonder if I could make that long jump. No.
No, you can't.
I'm pretty sure you can, but
You can, but no, don't.
not worth it.
It's not worth the risk.
Okay. And that is one. That is one of the 3 stars. And that one, I would say that one's the middle difficulty one. No, let's do Loop the Swoop first. Let's do the easy galaxy. Easiest galaxy first. I'm not doing Bubble Blast Galaxy yet. Not yet.
Bubble Bass. It's Bubble Bass Galaxy.
This course is a monster. You sure you want to try? Okay, here we go. I might let go of the A button a couple times. Is that time limit? Wait, it said you have 3 minutes to enjoy the course. What the? And now it's like, oh, 1 minute 30 actually. Then even still, the time limit is very. So, just let off the A button a couple times. Try. I don't like how thin the slide is. Okay, we're gonna do the loop. Don't fly into space here.
It is raining.
Awesome. Okay.
It is.
Hey, first try. You did it. It's actually possible to swim normally in that course, but it requires doing a really precise homing ground pound. Galaxy. Okay, time to Bubble Bitch Galaxy.
That wasn't too bad, that level.
This
Stingray.
one, especially with my my sensor bar being all this one's gonna fuck me up.
This one's gonna fuck you up in general. Prepare to cry.
Electric Labyrinth.
Bubble Blast Galaxy. I think I
Some of-
remember
some of
seeing this.
Some of those squirter things are homing electric ball squirters. And just remember, no checkpoints.
Oh, I remember this. Existence is pain.
That didn't take long. swoop is somewhat easy. It's just like I wouldn't be surprised if I died once or twice. This one is gonna take some time to realize.
This one is going to boil you alive.
The question mark coin right there, that only gives you like more coins, and that, you know, not worth it for any.
It's not worth it.
It might be worth it in a level where you didn't die in one hit, but no, you die in one hit here.
Really?
Well, you're in a
Yeah,
bubble the whole
technically.
time.
Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense.
The best solution is to just go nice and slow.
Until
If-
the homing comes in.
If I beat it on this run, I know I had that one run that died immediately. If I beat it on this run, I'm gonna still count that as a first try idiot. I'm gonna count that as a first try idiot.
Those walls are normal.
Yeah, don't.
They don't pop the bubble.
It might be in the 6th area. Once you get all of those, all the star shards, it takes you to another area. That might be where the homing stuff is. It might not be in this area. Oh, that's electric. Oh, that was too close. That was too close.
Oh, that was too close and personal. That was personal.
Gonna float here a little bit.
That was definitely personal. Why does this hurt?
Okay. No! No!
That was a save. That save was.
Give me a pog. Give me a pog. Give me a
Pog in the
pog.
chat. This time it's personal.
Give me a pog. Give me a pog. Give me a pog. Imagine thinking that question mark coin was worth it. Please don't cut that. That almost cutscene me. That could have cutscene. Okay. Yeah, I was right. This is hell. Welcome to hell.
Maybe just play a bit of music, Toho music from this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's bullet bills. It's not electric balls, it's bullet bills. You like bullet bills?
Do you like homing shots? Yeah, I do like homing shots. They're pretty useful against you. No, too bad.
Would you like it if you died in one hit?
No, then that's Toho for you. Kind of.
No, 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 no. That was almost so close to being a first try. And that's why I thought this area had a checkpoint. This is the only one with the checkpoint.
Oh, thank God. This one has a checkpoint. That's a blessing. And multiple lives too, so that you can try multiple times. So technically it's not that hard.
It just is fucking tedious.
It's just tedious, yeah.
Maybe what I needed to do was not be so quick. I was trying to play it incredibly safe.
Too safe.
Yeah, a little too safe. I'm going a little bit faster, a little bit risky.
Risky.
It's going fine. Oh. Second try's not bad.
That's good. Yeah.
Last star. Let's do Bowser. High score updated. Here we go. Save your game? I think yes. Comet Observatory has full power. Now it can fly through the cosmos again. It's time. Do you want to go to the location of your special one at the center of the universe? Pre-rendered cutscene. This is the only part of this game that sort of makes sense to be pre-rendered. But even then, it's still using in-game models. There's no reason this couldn't have been done in engine. The Comet Observatory has turned into egg. There's a warp field inside the castle.
Go, Mario.
Go, Mario! They are inside! Hurry! You know, is it ever specifically stated that Rosalina is a princess?
It's never really stated, but we just go with it.
I mean, yeah, she's a crown, but why does that make her royal? I could buy.
I mean, she's the queen. She's the princess of the cosmos, but I don't know who's the queen then.
No, I don't think she's even. I don't think that's even like a title. Like, I don't think she's even like the honorary princess of the cosmos. That was damage boosting. That was a slick strat. Real damage boosting. Like, memes aside, that was unintentional, but that was real damage boosting. I wonder if you could double lava bounce all the way up there. Like, I don't have the health. But... Oh god, that game that death hurt my brain. Up. When the gravity shifts, I instinctively spin just to regain my footing, but that's how you die. Because then you go outside of the gravity. I can just run along the outside of this fort. I should do that. Now I'm gonna have to wait for another cycle. Or will I? Slay! Okay, that was loud. But that was so slick. Luis, did you see that?
Yes, it was slick as fuck.
Again, real damage. But that time it wasn't accidental. Everyone always jokes, oh yeah, that hit that I just took, that was advantage. But no, that was real.
I honestly like the idea of like two opposites as one level.
I just think that Freeze Flame Galaxy did it fourth.
Yeah.
Shiverburn in Galaxy.
Yeah. Ah,
Now,
you died.
where's my cutscene? Or checkpoint? Oh, that's perfect.
That's good. But yeah, other polar opposites are like the library area in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is basically a combination of a library and a motor. Or an eternal engine, as someone would say.
I would have guessed, like, back.
Oof. Those platforming skills.
Yeah, this is my.
This is your type of level.
When I see, some people can play Sunshine like really good. Oh, that game had a really interesting. I wouldn't say it was good. I'd say it allowed for a lot of really interesting strats. But this is the game that I know.
This is your forte.
Yeah.
Destruction is my forte. Fuck.
Mario's fucking pissed.
Mario is fucking pissed. Kirby's fucking pissed.
No.
American Kirby is hardcore.
Bro.
Ugh, max health is always a blessing.
Here we go.
Yep.
Boss. And we still got another half hour left after this. I think after this, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the end. I'll do the Bowser Jr. fight, and then after that, I'm gonna do Gateway Galaxy. Because, you know, red stuff. This final boss, like, Galaxy kind of has weaknesses, but this just has a lot of different mechanics. And hitting Bowser when he's in that form, so you gotta
Also,
dodge. But it's not
Yeah.
like too difficult.
One of my favorite types of bosses are the ones that you basically use the.
Bruh,
your-
that was slick!
Nice.
That was slick. Unintentional slickness is
Always a blessing. Oh, that was a nice jump.
This boy now. Okay, here we go.
Final stretch.
Bonk. Bonk!
Bonk! Bonk!
Dum,
Dum,
dum.
dum. I did not expect you to actually respond so quickly to that.
To what?
You on the Frick's Discord server, of course.
Here we go. Super Mario Galaxy!
Who's there?
The sexual infant prison.
Charles, you just missed it.
Hang on.
No, I'm just kidding. But we did just beat the final Bowser, so it's just cutscenes for a while.
Is Rosalina in them?
You'll see.
Okay, so that's a yes. Does she dab?
Well, are you into giantesses?
Oh, so she's big in this one again.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, no, but I so I mean that would work.
Charles, keep your pinky off the microphone.
How did you know?
We can hear it. It's very
we can
clear.
hear. We can hear it.
Don't you mean you can't hear? That was a joke.
Damn,
'Cause-
that slap sound effect. That slap sound it really sounded like you slapped some nice tits.
Bowser, what's wrong?
He's drunk on the sun.
Is he gonna blow up?
Yeah, he's gonna swoop everyone into a black hole.
Oh, he's falling into the sun. Oh, that's not the sun. That's a black hole. That's going to implode, isn't it?
Yep. I just
Oh.
said that.
Oh!
Supernova.
Oh, that's a black hole.
Mario just got yeeted.
Bowser gets pancreatic 2008 colorized. Crimson.
Nice.
Okay, pancreatic cancer is like really painful from what I've heard.
Believable. Again,
Like-
why was this cutscene pre-rendered? Like, pretty much all of this is in-game models. It's just wasting space on the disc.
I think the reason is that they want it to be cinematic.
Okay. What
For no
difference would it
reason.
make if it was? What difference would it make if it was in engine?
It wouldn't. They just want it to be cinematic. Why is it spinning?
I don't know what the weird balls are.
Why is it? Yeah. when the goop balls start spinning into orbit.
Charles, you just did. You just.
When the goop ball starts spinning into orbit.
Oh, Charles, there's Macro Rosalina. Mac Rosalina.
Little Mac Rosalina, but she's big. Oh, why are her eyes closed? That makes it even better.
You hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday.
Stop narrating. You're making it so much worse. Just stop. You're not Rosalina.
When stars die, they turn to stardust
Stop.
and scatter across the cosmos.
Stop.
Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star. And so
No.
this is the cycle of life begins.
You're ruining this game.
But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same
No.
But the cycle repeats itself.
So, you just
Mario. See Mario. My plan came to fruition this whole time. I was Rosalina. Showtime. Isn't he fine,
Butterfly.
Bowser? Isn't Bowser
Well-
fine? He's just like somewhere else.
Well, shut
Like
up.
in the cutscene.
Shut up. Just wait. Shut up.
But-
wait. The cutscene's
but-
like not even 30 seconds long. Just wait and see.
But- Dolphin!
Orca.
Dolphin emulator.
It was Orca.
Orcas aren't
Oh
that
no,
small.
that's Guppy. That's Guppy.
Ow.
Who is Guppy?
Get out of here. He's a character in the game.
That's the dino plant. Oh, that's his shell. Why is he in his shell?
He's not.
He was in his shell!
Bowser's recovering from an intense hangover. He drank way too much last night.
He was in his shell.
He was a shell of a man.
Bowser's just a shell of
all
his
new
former
life
self.
carries the essence of stars, even all of you.
Stop! Stop!
Welcome, new galaxy!
Nothing's new!
I mean,
Nothing's
then,
new.
Then the events of new Super
Those
Mario
are new,
Bros.
right?
happened.
No. Those are levels that you encounter.
Oh, so
Okay.
those aren't new? It's not like a new super level?
No. No, it's not. If I wanna unlock purple coin comments, and I do want to 100% this game, we have to just watch these credits scroll. So
I
let's
think
enjoy
what
it
you
together.
want to play as Luigi. You want to play the entire game as Luigi.
I already did,
Why didn't you play as him this time?
because you have to 100% a given save file to unlock it.
That's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb. That you can't just hold LR in it. It's her.
Charles, calm the fuck down. Calm the horny down. Charles? I wanted to try to do
You're not
that,
a mod though. You're not a mod though, so you can't do that.
so I can't do it. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh.
I outrank him. It's-
Why would you guys do that, guys? I thought we were smart squares. What's going on? What's going on here, guys?
Did you? No, you didn't remove him this time.
No, I did.
Oh, you
I
did.
disconnected him.
Guys, that's not very poggers of you.
It wasn't very poggers of you to ear rape everyone.
I don't think I was.
No,
You
you
were.
were. You absolutely
You
were.
were.
You
Well,
absolutely.
You deserved it.
Yeah, but did everyone in chat
No.
see?
But
Yeah,
aren't
exactly.
everyone in chat other than Greninja Man? Just you two?
No, okay, but listen here, buddy. You're saying I deserved it when I removed you from the call for going like upon seeing a Rosalina image.
And then I said Barry B. Benson. But you guys couldn't even hear me. You wasted a perfectly good B movie joke because you removed me. How does that feel? How does
Pretty
that
good.
feel?
Pretty good, honestly.
Honestly, you should feel pretty disappointed in yourself.
Mario's holding 6 bamboos by their tongues. I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, that's illegal.
I think racism is illegal. You're gonna have to die.
Alright, time for the Susie.
This game has a hella good soundtrack.
Yeah, it does. Didn't
Kako
expect.
Kakao Shimizu. Sator. Everyone, moment of silence for Iwata.
Moment of silence.
Okay, moment of silence over.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
There's the funny line. Thank you so much for playing my game.
It's the funny line.
Wait, no. Favorite game, yes. Welcome back. I knew you would return eventually. Please look down at your feet. They're very nice looking today, Mario. I'm so glad you
Oh,
could
no.
come back and let me see your feet again, Mario.
Wait, do you have? Oh, for a second I thought you had like 69 stars.
No, I have 61. So, we're gonna go to the Bowser level in Engine Room. And then we're gonna get the red star power. And I think that'll be a good spot. Got a phone notification, but
I can't believe we finished Mario Galaxy. Luis, I'm proud of you. I really am.
he didn't help. He didn't do jack shit.
No, you don't know. We're not proud of you. Luis, you did great.
Oh,
And
thanks.
you for your help. Thank you, Luis. You're appreciated.
King Caliente.
Now you need to change your profile picture in Discord because I don't know what it is.
King Caliente, spicy red
what?
gun.
I couldn't hear you.
You're gonna have to change your Discord profile picture now, buddy.
Why?
Because I don't know what it is.
It's rainbow.
Caliente, spicy red gun.
Oh, it's a Tuhu?
Yeah, it's a Toho.
Oh, it's a Tuhu. Okay, now you definitely have to change it.
You're gay.
That's racist.
Why is she sitting on someone's stomach?
No, she's just leaning on the table.
I'm pretty sure that's a stomach, not a table.
Pearl,
Thanks.
stop being horny.
What? I said what it looked like.
And then you did not. And then I told you what it actually is, and you denied the truth.
It looks like a stomach.
Charles,
But it's
stop
a
being
table.
horny. Charles, stop being horny.
I'm not. I'm not the one in divorce. Now am I?
Louis,
Exactly.
say it with me. Charles, stop being horny.
Charles, stop being horny.
I'm pretty sure we already discussed this and we determined that you two are the only people that are into 4 out of all 3 of us.
Charles.
Out of our entire friend group, honestly.
Charles, it's fine. Just stop being horny. We're
No,
not judging you. We're not judging
As long
you.
as
Just stop
Rosalina
it.
exists, I will not, and you can't make me.
I can make you. Or I can
You
make
can't.
you eat. I can make you.
I mean, you can give me the mod status and remove Charles.
You
mod
can,
status.
you can mute me, but you can't make me stop.
I'm gonna do exactly that. Sorry, I can't hear you.
He didn't say anything.
I know, but I can't hear him now. I pretend not to hear.
Saying you're pretending means that in reality implies that in reality. There we go. easiest boss of my life. Charles, the Comet Observatory is now fully functional. What are you laughing?
I think astrology is stupid, and one of my friends in the group chat with Dora, the group chat with the Dora incident, said something about it, and I'm gonna make a perfect screenshot with no names.
Is it the same? Is it the person who had the dumb opinions already?
No, this is the person that was like, this is the person that was like, no, just because you don't need to just you don't need to, what else is she gonna say? This is the person that's like, she's literally telling him to stop stealing. This is the funny person that we're not gonna name, that you are technically aware of.
Oh my gosh, these are all the same. These are all the same people. You're kidding.
No, this is the funny person that doesn't have the stupid opinions.
Oh. Okay, so this isn't Chinese.
No. No. This is in the group chat, the JoJo group chat, the Dora thing.
Okay, good. I was worried that these were all the same person.
No.
Hold up, let me see now.
Hey Charles, Rosalina is gonna say some things.
Yeah, but I can just look up Rosalina voice clips later. I mean normal ones.
This planet,
Again.
it's very dear to me. I
But
look forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas once every 100 years. The Luma that's been traveling with you may also grow up to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. I'm
Why?
traveling with them while they look for a place to be
it's
rebuilt.
his stream.
But I never thought all this would happen.
Why'd you mute
Whoa, Mama must really trust you. Well, how about this? You grab all 100 purple coins here, then you'll earn my trust too. This is a red star. It holds the power of the red Lumas. And the really amazing part about it is it allows you to fly if you spin in midair.
Okay, now you can mute him.
Okay.
Mute who?
He's done though. That's the best part. So muting him will do nothing.
Who? Getting muted? I'm not server muted. Did they both mute me? Did you both mute me? Get back to
Should we tell him?
Yeah.
We didn't mute you.
Okay, once you said should we tell him, it was very clear what happened.
That was the joke.
Once you said should we tell him, it was very clear what was happening.
No, because if we had individually muted you, we wouldn't have you wouldn't have been able to tell. Even if we said should we tell him, it would have just been funny. We would have just been laughing around. Just like.
Well, I mean, I would have been able to tell because you didn't deafen me. So I would have still been able to.
Why would we have deafened you? Why?
No, I don't know.
Should we tell him means we're ready to tell him the joke.
I know. I know how that works. Thank you.
I don't know, buddy. I don't think you do.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you
you need
did.
a dog out. You need another dog.
We have two.
Get another one.
No, that's too many.
No, you can't have too many.
We had 3 at one point, and it was too many.
Stop growling.
Oh, that's what that was.
That's your dog?
Yeah, that's when I move him.
No.
He's a big baby.
No, that's
He's like, don't.
That's not a dog. That's a demon.
He's like he doesn't want me to move him. So he grunts like, stop moving me.
Oh, no. It sent me to the other side of the planet. Very good.
You guys are like, what is that? I'm just like, that's my dog. That's his grunt.
Is that shiny? Is that the Chinese?
Is that the what?
Greninjaman said in the chat, is that the Chinese? And then you cut me off and said, British slam
Say anything.
2F.
No.
What are you on about? What's it? I was watching the stream and then I stopped. What's going on in the chat?
Well, when I was asking about the person who it was, I said, is that the person with
Oh, and I was like, no.
you keyboard smashed in real life. Okay.
Smashing it life.
Should I keep going, because we've been going for three hours, but also I started 10 minutes early and we made a whole bunch of memes. Not memes. We didn't make memes. We made memes, not memes. What if we, let's just like read Rosalina's story. Nah, that'd be.
That'd be pretty cringe.
What is this hungry one? Sorry, can't call it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be done.
Are we doing movie night?
No.
Oh.
In theory, I'm gonna read more of my sociology text on that channel. It's supposed to be doing, but practice. Is that really what's gonna happen?
What's the meme where it's like Yoda saying, No, the run over children in my Honda Civic, I must. And be like, what is the demographic of people he describes that say that? When he's like, run over children in my Honda Civic because whatever I am.
Scorpio? I'm a Scorpio?
He says something be like.
White people. Charles, your pinky is on your microphone. Like I said, I'm gonna try and make you stop. And the way to make you stop is by letting you know every time you're doing.
Why don't you just let me over you in my Honda Civic?
What?
Why don't you just let me run over you in my Honda Civic?
That's a good question.
Business will run over a child in their 2003 Honda Civic and be like, no, it doesn't work unless you have it with Yoda tech. You gotta have it with the Yoda voice. Run over 25 people.
Well, That was fun. Save your progress and quit.
Anytime anyone brings up astrology, it just makes me think of that one Yoda image.
Touch my cock with a rock, I must. Maximum pain, I must